Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting stream here, Gaming Explained with Bridger. I'm going to be taking you through Hand of Fate 2 today. For those of you that are brand new to this game series, I guess, now that it's the second one in a series, you're in for a treat. This is a very unique game. I've never seen anything like it. If I was to explain it to someone, I would have to say it's an RPG visual novel, third-person beat-em-up WarioWare mashup. That makes absolutely no sense, and I think you're going to find out why. But it comes together in a very interesting package, so let's take a look at it. I have actually played through a little bit of the sequel here. I really enjoyed the first one. I played through enough of the sequel that I think I've gotten all of the main mechanics available at this point, at least to some degree or another. But the story, of course, is not fully progressed. And there's not too many real spoilers per se, but it does have a sort of campaign story. So if you don't want to be spoiled, well, then I guess you're just going to have to check it out on yourself. But it's not a major story-driven... not a singular story. There's a lot of miniature stories in it. I guess we'll put it that way. This is our primary antagonist, I guess, the storyteller.
The cards fall again and everything changes. A new applicant approaches. A new story unfolds. The stakes are raised.
So this game follows in the footsteps of the first game. If you've played the first game, you'll be fairly familiar with this, but it adds a lot to it overall. Instead of just each game being the story of whatever cards are in your deck, each game has one of these different possible settings with an overall goal. So in this setting, the High Priestess, your goal is actually part of this story is essentially to travel to the top of this mountain and get the High Priestess to stop some kind of a war. You're trying to bargain a peace deal, essentially. But the only way that works is if you collect enough blessings. So that's the goal, is collect enough blessings on your way up this mountain. And you see I've got a silver border around this because I was able to make it to the top of the mountain and survive the High Priestess's champion, but I did not bring enough blessings with me. I missed one opportunity on one card that would have been enough, and I didn't have enough blessings cards in my deck, so I was not able to make up for that one miss. But anyway, there's other things that you need to do in order. These other things have different missions. So this one, represents. I think you have to collect enough soldiers to help you defeat the raiding enemies at the end or something. This one requires you to do something else. So they all have their own unique objectives for each individual game, and I have no idea how many there are exactly. I think this might be the final end, but within each of these miniature stories, there is, of course, the story of the things that happen based on what cards you enter into your deck. So let's jump into this one. This one I haven't actually played yet, so it'll be new for both you and I. And this is the sort of place where you start. You can see thieves have stolen a relic from the Emperor's palace. The Empire is looking to hire adventurers to help recover this and other items. Well, I am an adventurer, so that seems like I should be involved here. The road ahead may be long. Ensure that you have enough food to avoid starvation. So that's one of the main mechanics. It's telling you the three main mechanics of this particular level. If we back out and look at one of these other ones, for example, that one I gave you earlier, this one sort of tells us, hey, gain blessings to increase your chance of success. And by the way, the Northerners will be fighting you a lot. That's important because some weapons are better against Northerners, some are better against like the undead, etc., etc. So this gives you an idea of what's happening in this mission, what makes this mission unique. And you can replay the missions over and over again until you've beaten them fully. So like I said, I haven't gotten the gold border on this one yet, so I haven't gotten that one officially. So let's go back to this one. So we can see we need to have plenty of food because it's going to be a long mission. It's telling us that. Thieves are going to be very likely, we're going to run into bandits as enemies. So if we have any things that help us against bandits, we want to use that. Map reveal to help navigate the treacherous wild. So it's suggesting that this is a long one that we're going to not want to look at every single card, but because it's so long, we need to pick the most efficient path so we don't run out of food and die. Then we have to fill our deck with 1 companion, 10 encounters, 8 equipment, and 1 supplies. So we pop into here and we can see that I've unlocked 2 companions. And it looks like there's at least 1 more that can be unlocked if we complete the Chariot, which is, I think, a different one of these missions. So the sort of thing in the top right corner here is the symbol for that character's specialty cards. So if I add him to my deck, I'll be able to add any cards that have this symbol in the top corner. If I add the Trickster, Malpocalypse, then it'll be anything with this in the top corner. And when you look at each of these cards, you can, of course, inspect them and see more about them. This companion has these bonuses when he helps me in combat. This companion has these bonuses when he helps me in combat.
However, I would rather disown.
So I've made my way pretty decently through his miniature story. So rather than spoil it for you guys, I'm gonna use this guy.
Can offer you anything. Time will tell.
He's sort of a fighter. This guy was the other guy was a magic user to help me in combat. So I've got my companion. Now I got to pick 10 encounters. Now this is where the game gets very interesting, because for many of these encounters, you'll see there's a little token at the bottom, the little hexagonal item there. What that means is if I successfully pass the encounter during this mission, it may randomly come up as I'm playing. And if I successfully pass it, it will advance the story that this card is telling me. So this is the third or fourth card in the Trickster's story, that companion that we looked at earlier. You can see, because again, you can see the top right corner has his icon. Whereas this is, I think, the first or second card in this Wanderer's storyline. And I'm not gonna actually, I won't add his character card into here because I know that might be a story that some people like to find out on their own. Now, a bunch of these I've already played through. So you can see the Watchtower is a brand new card. I have no idea what it does. I will not find out what it does until I add it to a deck and encounter it in the game. But because I've already played the Burning Building, it tells me that, hey, there's a token. If I complete this encounter card successfully, then I get to the next stage of this storyline. Each card with one of these tokens is its own storyline, which is really cool. They're all miniature stories about a given thing that happens. And then this card also says I could gain fame. It also has the wheel gambit involved. I can lose life potentially, and I might lose my companion for a number of turns depending on how I complete this objective. So because I've seen this one before, but I obviously didn't complete it, otherwise the card would have been gone and I would have a brand new card with the new token for this, I'm going to add this one to my deck. The Cartographer has a chance to give us gold and reveal the map, and it also has a possibility of providing us with an advance of this storyline. So we're going to take that one too, because if you recall, we did get the hint that you're going to want Cartographer-style map reveal cards. And if we go up here, we can actually focus on specific things. So we can say, do we want to care about tokens, new cards? No. Let's take a look. Resources. Is there one here that tells us about... No. Map. Here we go. So this has shown us all the ones that can reveal maps. The game did give us a suggestion that this is valuable. So let's see. Let's think about this one. May receive equipment, blessings or resources, may reveal encounters on current level. Let's just add the fork in the road. That's just a reveal map card. This one is a dice that could allow us to do a bunch of different things. Let's add that one too. Okay, I'm going to leave just those, and now we're going to go back and look at the main group. The Watchtower, let's add a brand new one and see what there is to see. Gain gold, lose life, and a token. The Pickpocket, I remember that one. That one's kind of interesting. The Elder's Gift is this nice, stylistically, look how great it is. It can give you platinum equipment or fame, which is both good. And this is just a good card. You see, there's no chance of losing life or anything. So adding this to the deck seems like a good thing. The Arm Wrestling, I remember, was pretty much just a gold gain card, but it gets harder each time. I think the Bridge Skirmish is one that I like having. That one gives us a lot of options. Distressed Damsel has a chance of getting food or gold, or you might have to fight for it. Sure. We're on 8 of 10. Let's see. A Man-Eating Tree can get you max life, but you might lose equipment. Let's just pick a few more here at semi-random. Blessed. I like blessings. Blessings are good. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's go back. Now, remember, I could pick all the best encounters I could possibly pick, but that won't advance my storylines and get me access to new cards that might be even better, like that Platinum Equipment one. I had to go down a storyline in order to get that. The other thing is, in addition to the deck I'm building, the antagonist, the sort of the storyteller there, he's going to have his own cards added, which will not necessarily be good. So I'm going to add some equipment now, and this is not equipment I start with, but this is equipment that I can potentially gain throughout the game. Now, Hertha's Ire is great, but you see it's a platinum level equipment, which means I require 20 fame in order to use it. So it's not going to be one I necessarily am going to easily get unless I can gain a lot of fame, but we'll give that a chance. We got to add 8 cards here. Winter's Bane is a good one against Northerners, but can we find one that's good? This one's actually good against Corrupted, but we're looking for anything that's good against Thieves. I don't think there's anything particular that's good against Thieves here. Ooh, here's some unknown armor. A damage buff with light armor, that's good. Let's see. Let's put one ring. Let's put a ring we know and a ring we don't. Sure. No, you know what? Let's add one more piece of weaponry here. A heavy shield. Okay. So there's the equipment we've decided to add to the equipment deck. And we've also get to choose a starting supply. Extra food, a nicer sword, or a nicer axe. That's an interesting question. We did get warned that we would need extra food. So we'll start with the crappy rusty sword that we always start with. And instead, we'll have some extra food. Alright, so we've built our little deck here. We know that our goal is to, the Emperor's going to hire us to fight some thieves and get the relic back. So let's advance into this mission, which has its own mini-story.
Before you, these rules. I do not know truly if they will train you for the challenges that Calus will place in your way.
So here you can see there's a gold and a silver token.
Of course, we know how this part of the story ends. The Emperor is merely the face on the throne. Behind him, the usurper pulls the strings. The one who sits upon the throne of life and death has a great influence upon the world. Their very soul permeates the lands and fills the hearts of the people.
I let him talk because I love his voice and the way he delivers these lines and everything. Now, the way this story unfolds is very interesting. Us sitting here playing this quote-unquote card game, it's more like a mystical tarot-style card game, because it's walking the path of history that it took to get me, the adventurer, sitting here in front of this storyteller guy, this mystic. So what he's referring to is, we all know how the story ends, quote unquote. Like, yes, technically my character sitting in front of him should know how the story ends, because us sitting here is taking place in the future of the story we're about to walk through. So anyway, you saw earlier that there is this gold and silver token on the top right here. If I beat the mission successfully, getting all possible objectives, then I get the gold token. If I beat the mission successfully without getting the objectives that I need, the primary objective.
I've waited 100 years for my revenge. It appears I must wait 100 more.
Yes, he gets impatient with you. So the silver token is what you can get if you get through the end of the mission alive, but you didn't complete all the objectives. So the silver, for example, is the one that I was able to complete on the High Priestess, but I did not get the gold one. So those two are up for grabs. Now those turn into brand new cards when you beat him for use in more difficult missions. So here we go. The shrill voice of the town crier rings out across the market square. The Emperor himself seeks Adventurer Guild members. Urgent expedition, vital to the safety of the Empire. You spot a crowd of travelers weighing down with weapons and tools lingering nearby. The Empire's offering a reward just to set off on the expedition. Even more if we make it back. That's how desperate they are for help. So, the dealer adds a gold counter to the map. So that's interesting. So now we actually are going on the map. We can take a quick examination. Well, that's real simple. It's only those two cards. And you can see in the bottom left corner, this represents my companion, the amount of life I currently have, the amount of food I currently have, which is 5 higher than normal thanks to my choice at the beginning, the amount of gold, and the amount of fame that I currently have. So I'm going to head over here.
The
and by
does not ask for much. but in the end, they take everything.
So because I walked onto that card with a gold counter, I got 10 gold for free, because the story is, just for going on this expedition, the Emperor is giving you gold. Hello, Jacob. I did play Hearts of Iron 4. I might come back to it. I'm waiting for the AI to get better, and the systems to be slightly more fleshed out. I think the next expansion is going to be... because I already know, based on the developer diaries, it has a lot of things that I like. Anyway, so... on arriving at the gates of the royal palace, an armed escort leads you directly to the Emperor's chambers. The Emperor remains still and silent, and his chief counsel lays out the expedition. By the way, if you're watching this on the Twitch stream, that's twitch.tv/Bridger15 in real time, they've added this cool Twitch integration feature at the top that allows you to vote on various things that affect the actual outcome of the game, which is kind of cool. So you can go over there and vote on what you think the next gift I get should be. It's minus 10 gold, plus 20 gold, or minus 15 life. So far, nobody's voted because nobody's really watching over there, but you can do that. Sorry, Jacob, I do try to check out the chat, but when there's so few people, I only check it every couple of minutes. Alright, so the Emperor remains still and silent as the Chief Council lays out the expedition. Few relics from the last age still endure in this world. We've had one in this very room until last night. She gestures to an empty pedestal. Not only must you reclaim the stolen symbol of our power, we ask that you gather its 3 sibling relics. So we can just hit one and be good to go. But let's learn a little bit more about the story and see what's going on here. The evidence suggests a thief. They seized on a weak spot in our guard's schedule. There are many treasures in this palace, and it's curious that this is all they stole. Okay, examine the pedestal. An ornate pillow sits atop a stone pillar. In the dust, you make out the shape of a jagged blade. So that suggests one of the things that we're going to come across here. It was a ceremonial sword. It sat for decades under our protection. We're not protecting it, you understand. We're protecting those who would try to possess it. The blade is cursed. Its venom strikes both wielder and foe in equal measure. Okay, so that we're ready to go, we learned a little backstory here. Hold, adventurer! It took skilled and dangerous thieves to steal the artifact. We need to ensure you'll be safe out there. See our training officer on the way out. So again, all of these are mission specific, it looks like.
A keen eye will notice that themes repeat themselves. Events too. The wheel ever turns.
Thieves are cowards at heart. They will dodge your heaviest attacks just as they dodge their civic duty. A swift blade is best to defeat them. Here, try these out. So this is another part of the tutorial. We're still learning a little bit about the game. Dual-wield weapons are effective against fast enemies like thieves, but are weak against armored enemies like Empire. So this is another thing of how you build your deck. Could suggest be based on what you're attacking here. So we are given Cutthroat's blades.
If you are at war, use every tool at your disposal. If not, let things lie.
So it says perform 6 strikes that cause stun to thieves. Stunned enemies take 150% damage when hit. So what this is saying is this at the top here is the special ability of this weapon type. If we hit 18 times without taking any damage in return, then we can use this special power that will strike 6 times and stun thieves that hits them. And stunned enemies take 150% damage. So this is the special ability, is it performs 6 strikes, blah, blah, blah. It requires 18 regular hits to perform 6 strikes, blah, blah, blah. It also lets us riposte against thieves. And light means hits increase during a combo. Riposte can interrupt counterattacks weak against enemies of high defense. So the damage is only 8, but we're going to be attacking quickly. So we can be able to equip this because we're going up against thieves. The game is giving us a little heads up. Wow! This is a very unusual map.
You find yourself hunting relics. Do you not wonder why or what they may do?
So it's a damn good thing we put all those, because normally you just get a little line, like you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have a few choices, but this gives us almost infinite choices. This is a very interesting mission. This is definitely different from the original game. Alright, your companion reminds you of the Emperor's mission. 1 relic was stolen by brazen thieves, another is in the clutches of the shady merchant, and 1 is enshrined in a small village to the east. As for the last, who knows? Our goal? Find all 4 relics without dying, essentially, and deliver them to the Emperor safely. Those relics are freaking moving! Huh, alright.
Your memory seemed filled with conflict and chaos, yet occasionally something merely pleasant slips through.
So if you recall, this is one of the cards that we added to the encounter, and this is one that we already knew what it did. It had a chance of various beneficial rewards. Yeah, Jacob, you're basically the only one here. You get to comment on everything. If you'd want to switch over to Twitch TV, you could also be the only one voting, and you'll have complete control over how the votes go. All right, so chance upon a wooden card of... Again, so far we're on basically the card game / visual novel aspect of the game. If you want to recall, I said there was also like a WarioWare and also a third-person beat-em-up, like Arkham Asylum or Assassin's Creed style combat. We'll get there. We'll get there. The old farmer hawks his wares to passers-by. Tarts, pies, and exotic fruits. Now that's interesting. We'll buy exotic fruits. This is probably a chance of a giant raisin. Ah. Before he finally decides on a price. Okay. So whatever was the one on the far right, I think I didn't want. And I don't think it's this one. Oh, that was it. It was 30 gold. Damn it. Keeping track of those cards is definitely possible, but not easy. I wanted the 10 gold option. So obviously I can't pay 30 gold because I don't have it. And I don't get that card now. And you can see I'm losing one food every time here. Ah. So as we approach a building, flames and smoke are billowing out. A crowd has formed outside, passing buckets of water between one another to temper the blaze. We could let our companion attempt the rescue, but let's brave the fire ourselves. Remember, if we complete this card successfully, fully successfully, then we get a new card, which might be beneficial to us, because maybe the person we saved owes us a favor, and so we can put his favor card into the deck, and that will benefit us somewhere in the future. Hello, Alibi.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
So we're trying to not land on one of these failure cards. We're trying to land on one of these little cards with a single symbol in the middle. Ah, damn it. Burned myself.
You might want to work on
Ow.
this. Clearly,
let's try again.
What it takes.
Return into the building. We want a 1 of toil, but instead we got a failure. Damn it. Now there's 1 less failure and 1 more pain if you notice there. Got it, okay. We need to get all 3 of these toil cards in order to be fully successful on this.
Let's see what you do with that.
We gained 2 fame because we saved somebody. We're going to go back in again, but this time there's more pain and more failure. And we got it. Okay, good. You got to time this very carefully. So now we got 2 more fame, and we only have 1 more toil to successfully grab. But now it's getting faster. Oh, that's bad. Okay. So now I have to figure out the new timing on the 3rd speed level here. See if I can't get it. So I think it's when I see the toil card right about here. Nope. Needs to be a little bit before that. Huge failure. Ouch. That's probably replacing a few of the wheels. The fire claims a victim. Oh, damn it. I was unable to save everyone, so the huge failure actually ended the encounter unsuccessfully because I don't get another chance there. That's too bad. I was pretty close. Alright, next time, I just have to try it next time, right?
A moment of peace on your travels. Savor it.
Find some lost equipment. You don't know if it was abandoned through accident or foul play. So it allows me to gain an equipment card, and so I get to see both of these and choose one of them. So let's take a look at the Berserker's Creed. Deal more damage the more life you lose in combat. Gain +3 gold whenever you draw a gold gain card. That's real nice. And it's light armor, which doesn't affect our movement speed. It requires 6 fame. We definitely have enough fame. And it provides us with 5 defense. Now, the Bastion of Purification is also nice, but it's benefit is mostly against corrupted, and it also would mean that we wouldn't be able to dual wield these awesome thief-killing weapons. So we're going to go with the Berserker's Creed. And that's going to replace our tunic, which gave us no defense before. So now we've got some armor. We found more open wildlands. I'm hoping... Lost equipment. I was hoping for some food. Ah!
Hardly elegant, but possibly effective.
So, bash an enemy in block or remove their armor to cause a brief stun. And then map reveal. Oh, after every encounter with a Gambit, reveal one encounter card on this level. That's damn valuable. Only one helm can be equipped at a time. Well, we have no helm. Let's equip this extra defense. That's good. Alright. Now that stupid thing's walking away from us again. Let's go. See if we can catch him. We're down to 3 food. We're going to start losing life if we can't find more food. In the bed of a river, we find some discarded coins. Oh, that's kind of nice. And because we found a gold card, our sort of armor gave us an extra plus gold. Now, damn, which one of these? Let's go after this one. The Treacherous Wilds.
Your supplies are running low.
They are running low. We slip and lose our footing. Though relatively unharmed, the same cannot be said for the pack of travelers' rations that broke my fall. Oh, jeez. That's really bad. We need to find some food. You see, we're actually losing 10 life per step now.
Every fresh encounter will cause you damage. Tread carefully.
Alright, so now we have a situation with another card that we added to the deck. He's just a small child. We have to take him to the dungeons or else he'll run straight to whatever northern clan he spawned from and show them where our outpost is. He is of Clan Catsfoot, a weak and pitiful clan of the Southern Reach. Do we save the boy or offer to take the boy to the dungeons? Does saving... We need food. Will they give us food? But maybe the boy will help us find some food. Aha! The Empire soldiers are unmoved by my threat. Which is concerning because we have weapons that are specifically not so good against Empire soldiers, and I had the opportunity to actually change it, but I don't think we have another blade of choice. Maybe we have the rusty blade, but I didn't check. Hello, who cares? So there's our companion. His family lost, his clan turned against him. Kolbjorn has traveled south in search of meaning. When activated, Kolbjorn performs a charging attack that stuns and knocks down weakened enemies. May knock down weakened enemies. Stay close to his charge to charge his ability faster. Okay, stay close to him.
This is what happens when you mess with
Oh. So this is the combat aspect of the game. This is... Oh, Ah, damn it. The green marks means I need to, The red means I need to dodge. The green means I need to counterattack. Like that. And that left trigger means I can finish him off. Like that. Dodge. Woo! I dodged a bullet. You see that? Where'd he go? Well, this isn't going well. He's blocking, which means I can stun him by doing this. There we go. Uh-oh, I didn't get my weapon ability off again. There we go. So that was sort of it's difficult to try to explain that combat while doing it while trying a brand new weapon combination. So different weapons obviously have different ways of fighting, but the main thing is you got to dodge all those red attacks. We gained some equipment. The humble hammer
is the beginning of power.
Pretty valuable. I don't want to equip it, but I do now have it available to equip if I fight more Empire soldiers instead of thieves. It's going to be better against enemies for that reason. Oh, I gained 20 life from a health potion. Thanks, boy. Oh, now that... No, okay, so that was actually something I found in the guards.
Gnomes, I hope you have learned to be their master.
So we need 13. Let's re-roll this die. Because this is trying to determine if the boy will trust me. Oh, nope. Oh. He offers another die. Yes, that's his special ability. Damn. Well, the boy doesn't trust me, apparently.
You can always try again, if you survive, of course.
The boy disappears in the forest, and soon you hear him howl from a short distance. The raiders come out of hiding and shout, "The outpost is this way." Oh, crap! Well, that's not so great. So, let's go to our inventory and adjust our weapon to the humble hammer that we just picked up. We also have these crappy other items. Actually, wow, the villager's axe is pretty good. The neglected sword, not so great. Oh, it's rusty. Those are both rusty. Let's go with the humble hammer. I think that'll be great. What does humble hero mean? Weapon deals less damage the higher the wielder's fame is. Oh, that's weird. Perform a strike that causes damage to an area when affected. Bash deals additional damage to armor and enemies. You know what? No. No, I don't think we want that. I think we want the villager's axe, single target damage, and yeah, we're going to equip that, and we have the rusty shield. We don't have a choice there. We got the Berserker's Creed. We got everything else here. Okay, we're good to go. Let's go fight some bandits and hope that maybe they have some food on them. The bandits... sorry, not the bandits. The Northerners. I fought them before. And this time I'm going to try to do it without taking any damage. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's why. This is a two-handed axe. Okay. So I don't get a shield. Okay. Waiting for the right moment. Ah, I got hit from two places. Dodge. The axe swings really slow. When you're doing a special attack like that, you can ignore... Whoa! Got one down. Oh! One more and I get my new special attack. Got him. And I mean, this is sort of a simple combat system, but you can screw it up like that if you get too ambitious. And it does get harder as you get through more difficult missions and you get more difficult cards with more specialized enemies that have armor and they have special attacks and things that require more stuff. So the sound of swords clashing draws the guards from their outpost. After apprehending the Northern Raiders, the captain of the outpost hands us a reward. We get +2 fame. Okay. I don't know what that 3 on the left there is. We gain more equipment. I don't need equipment. Oh, Hertha's iron actually is pretty damn good if we can get it. Right now, it requires 20 fame, so we can't equip it yet, but we'll take it.
A mighty weapon.
Okay, there's gold. I'm going to need to spend it on some food or something soon, though. Ah. Okay. And completing that revealed a path. What is that card? Dangerous Wilds. I don't think I want that. Alright, we'll go this way then.
An opportunity to better understand.
We are really low on health, though. We have the gold to spare here. Let's offer them some gold. Lose 4 gold and we don't have to fight them. That's good. Oh. The Treacherous Wilds. Damn it. I was hoping to find a merchant or something. What? Is that 2 turns till I die from lack of food? I think that's what that means. Alright, we continue our journey and see if we can't find... I don't want to go to the dangerous wilds. I need to hope...
Yet
the treacherous
attention
wilds. Oh
leads
boy.
to disaster. Not every inch of the wilderness is peaceful.
Oh boy. 13 max life reduced. And we can't get anything by camping, can
Those
we?
who are desperate can never hope to get the best.
Oh, we have a
possible
trader.
price.
Okay, we do find a trader. We'll buy his food. Maybe we should have been doing that a while ago. I didn't realize that that was an option on this map. So this is a new thing that I hadn't seen until the previous map, and now we also have this map. Now that we've done that, we could sell some equipment we don't need. We like this. We like this. The Humble Hammer is not super great now that we have a lot of now that we have a lot of fame. So we're gonna sell that. And we're now going to finish trading, and we're going to cook some food to get a little more life. Alright. Better than nothing. Now we have the... You know what? No. Let's cook a little more food here. I need a little more life. Alright, now... let's break camp and go after this relic. Maybe when we get it, we'll get a bit of a reset here.
One more relic is within your grasp.
So we want to go to our inventory and choose the correct weapon to fight these thieves. We want the Cutthroat's Blades. And everything else here is correct, so we hit back, and now we're ready to fight them. And looks like there's 8 thieves, but no specialty enemies. So I gotta play this pretty perfect. Well, that wasn't perfect. They attack a little faster than... Well, nope, that was death. So, that's the game, as you can see. That's basically how the game works. You play these cards, you get mini games, you get fighting. I'm sorry I couldn't show a better stand. It probably should have just played a better example of an easier level that I'm more familiar with. But I also probably could have warmed up because I haven't played this in about a couple weeks. So yeah, so that's how this game works, and you can see there's quite a lot of content here. They've been adding actually new content, new cards. Let's see if we can go back to the main menu. No, it doesn't let us do that. But if you look at the main menu, it says they've added some brand new cards, brand new enemies. They're going to have a special endless mode that gets added sometime soon. And that's what happened in the first game, too. They just kept adding new cards with new storylines for a long time, like 4 or 5 mini expansions for all intents and purposes. So I'm going to end the video there, and we'll upload another video of another game in the near future. I'll play it again, play through, and just do a playthrough rather than an explanation of how the game works. Because, you know, I think this covered basically everything without too many spoilers. So with that having been said, thanks guys for watching, and we'll catch you again later.